Our first guest today, BYU basketball signee center Payton Dastrup, in town for camps. Payton, what's up, man?
Not much, just here enjoying the campus, enjoying the weather. It's a lot better here than in Mesa. Getting to coach the camps, getting to be with the kids. Worked out with the guys this morning, so I'm really enjoying it.
Wait, you don't want to be in 120-degree weather in Arizona right now?
No.
Okay.
It's for every season but
I'll allow it.
Exactly.
My mom lives in Goodyear, Arizona, and I love going there, just hang out at the pool. But yeah, there's a point where it's a little too hot.
Yeah, it's toasty.
Yeah.
Listen, there was much rejoicing across BYU Sports Nation when you decided to join BYU basketball and say no to the Ohio State University. I know it's complicated, but can you simplify what went into that process for our listeners across BYU Sports Nation?
Yeah, so I committed on a Thursday, and I had Coach Pope came and visited me the Tuesday before, and we went and had some dinner, went to Costa Vida, talked a little bit. And one thing that he said that stuck out in my head that I always had in my mind even after I committed to Ohio State was, would you rather have the chance to get to the Final Four or get to a national championship with guys you've played with and you're familiar with and at a school that shares your religion and stuff like that and you have family close by, or would you rather go to a place further away where you're not familiar with the surroundings, don't have really family ties, stuff like that? So that always stuck in my head to understand that with the guys that we have after we get back off our missions and everything with TJ and Nick and Eric, Jake, Dalton, all those guys, we have a really good shot at making a run and doing something special here.
And that would be special because BYU's never made the Final Four. I think BYU has the most appearances of any team in NCAA tournament history without a Final Four appearance. But that's part of the conversation with this group moving forward is you can do something that's never been done here. How did that weigh into your decision?
It weighed in a lot. I mean, to understand the caliber of players that we have coming in. To my understanding, BYU hasn't had 4 or 5-star recruits in its history. They've had 2 3-star recruits, and it's just a testament to the coaching staff of how well they've developed those guys. I mean, Jimmer wasn't ranked. Not that rankings really matter, but to see his progression now he's in the NBA, it's just a testament to Coach Rose and his guys that they develop players who maybe aren't on the radar as much as some others, and they get wins.
You're headed out on a mission to Panama in, I believe, about a month. You'll return for the 2016-2017 season. How much have you thought about that team and the specific possibilities of playing with guys like Eric Mika and Nick Emery and TJ Haws, yourself, of course, Jake Tools and Kyle Davis? How much thought have you put into what that team could really do?
I've thought about it a lot. I mean, they have the spreadsheet that I've seen a couple of times, and they have it planned out to 2021 and 2022.
I've got it right in front of me, baby.
And it's amazing to see that the guys will be on missions then, and the guys that'll be here back here. And when Dalton was on here, you kind of laid it out and gave us the lineup of what it was going to be and the understanding of, like I said, the possibility to do something that's never been done here with those guys. And like Dalton said previously, they've been into the national level. They won a national championship at Lone Peak, so they understand the pressures, and they come through and get big wins.
I want to ask you about some of the other guys on that team as you look forward. 2016-17 is going to be interesting because I've got the following on the team: Emery, Calvert, Chapman, Haws, Bartley, Toulson. I want to ask you about him in a second. Worthington, Mika, Nielsen, Aites, Hartsock, Shaw, Davis, Dastrup. That looks like one of the most talented teams ever. You guys will be back from your mission. Do you expect that season, 6 months off a mission, to start to dominate as you guys are these? It'll be the TJ Haws, Eric Mika, Dastrup, Toulson, RMs. Mm-hmm. I mean, do you expect that season? Okay, we're going to jump into it.
Oh yeah,
or is it going to take a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think the deal is that I think some of us are planning on getting home a little bit early because I leave in July, so I'd be getting home in July, so I might come home a transfer early or something so I can get back sooner, get my legs underneath me and stuff like that, get conditioned back in shape, so that when the season comes, we can dominate and do some things.
So you're ready to come back and go to work?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, they have the model of that through Tyler Haws, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
and Kyle Collinsworth.
And Kyle Collinsworth.
It's almost silly. It's like almost unrealistic to be like, okay, then you come home and then you dominate, and then it's like, hey, it takes some time, you know?
Exactly.
Do you have a plan on your mission to how you can try and stay in some kind of shape in Panama?
Yeah, well, so like I said, I conditioned this morning with the guys and stuff and got a workout in, and then I talked to Bob Medina, the strength coach, and he's going to give me some stuff tomorrow, just basic things. I mean, stretching, cardio stuff, plyometrics that I can do without weights, because in Panama it's probably not realistic to have the stuff that they have here.
You don't want that when you get transferred to.
Exactly. So got to lug that stuff around. But so just some basic things to keep my body right, eat healthy, give some dietary stuff, because down there it's not as processed and stuff like that. So that's, dirty carbs, all that stuff. So just some basic things, like I said, to keep my health up and my body in shape.
BYU basketball signee Payton Dastrup with us on BYU Sports Nation. Are you officially listed at 6 feet 10 inches?
I am.
Okay.
And I'm about 260.
260.
260.
You gonna add weight on your mission, or are you gonna lose a little bit of weight?
Guessing you'll lose.
I'm guessing I'll lose. So that's why I've been planning on trying to. Since the season, I worked out once, twice, 3 times a week, and then we did some shots up here and there. But I would continue to eat the same amount. I just wouldn't run it off during practice and games. So I'm about 260 and stuff like that. So I'm trying to gain a little bit as much as I can, so that if I lose on my mission, I can come back and I still have stuff to work with.
What do you know about Panama?
It's hot and it's humid.
Okay, that's a start.
It was funny.
And they speak Spanish.
It was funny. I was coming home from St. George, and my call got there to my house on a Saturday, and I was at a camp in St. George, and I was coming home Sunday, and as we were probably 20 minutes away from my house, and I was just like, I just don't want hot and humid. And hey,
you have one of those in Mesa right now.
Exactly. And so one of the guys used to be my bishop brick was like, yeah, they kind of export hot and humid from there to it's like the birthplace of hot and muggy. So I know that, but I'm really excited to get down there and serve the people. I've heard really good things about the people there, and I'm just really excited.
Can you describe your game? Because I have these crazy visions of you and Eric Mika just dunking a lot in 16, 17.
Yeah. So I guess I could describe my game a stretch 4 a little bit. I have a little bit.
You can shoot?
Uh-huh. I can shoot the 3. I'm pretty consistent. I need to work a little bit on it, because playing in a high school gym where the walls are 15 feet away, and then having an arena where there's
wide open,
nothing but fans and stuff. So probably need to work on that a little bit more. I rebound pretty well. A good passer out of the post. I've been accredited to being able to do that well, and been able to work with some guys to help me develop that. So overall, I'd probably say I'm a stretch 4 with a decent back to the basket game. Like to set screens, physical screens, just to help the other guys get shots and stuff like that. Then I rebound pretty well also. So rebound, face up game in the post. A little bit of back to basket, can shoot pretty good. Just overall trying to be a team player and help the guys. So
when it's you and Eric Mika as 2 of the guys, do you see both of you playing the 4, or would you guard the 5? What do you think?
I'm not sure. I probably I don't know. I may play the 4. I may play the 5. We could switch off a little bit. I'm sure one of the things Eric might do when he gets home is work on a shot, because.
His post-up game is really good.
Yeah, his post-up is really good.
You're right. He's not a shooter.
I know. He said.
And that's fine, as long as you have a post scorer in the game.
Exactly.
That's great. Yeah.
And
basically, I was asking you who's bigger and stronger. Basically, is what I was asking.
I may be a little bit bigger now, but we've only gone up against each other one time, so I guess it's kind of hard to say. So.
Who won that matchup?
He did.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, it was my first year at camp, and he and TJ came down. And he caught a lob in my head, but it's okay.
But you're a better shooter.
He is a year older.
Yeah,
but you're a better shooter. I want to know the best basketball moment you've had, like a play or a highlight or a dunk. Is there something that you're like, oh yeah, that's the best thing that I've ever done on the court?
Best basketball moment. I'm trying to think. There's a few. I've had a couple of good posters.
Okay.
There was one this summer where got a defensive rebound, drove the lane, went behind the back, and took off on a kid in Vegas and put him on a poster.
Oh yeah.
So that was pretty good.
Is there video evidence of this anywhere, Payton?
I think there on one of my videos on YouTube. It's somewhere. There was another one where I just ran the floor. Kid found me. went up in the lane and just rose up one-handed and hammered it on him. But
This is good.
Is there anything better than seeing that? I mean, that's
you and I just have to watch.
I know.
We
I
just
know.
have to watch. Before we end, I want to ask you about Jake Toulson. Also a dude from Arizona. No one really talks about this guy as one of the elite players, but he put up like some 30 and 20s.
Oh, yeah.
Right? 20 boards, 30 points.
He killed it. I mean,
He's going on a mission
he's
as well.
He left this morning
Virginia?
to go to Virginia.
Chesapeake.
He's going to Mexico
Wow.
City, so he's there. Gonna get there today. I went to his farewell on Sunday. It was really good. But yeah, he's an amazing player. I mean, he's started varsity all 4 years. This year we played each other in the state tournament at his place, and he dropped 43 and lost. And so, I mean, it's just a testament to him. I mean, he's an outstanding shooter to range. Can finish really well. Has worked on his post game, so he just uses his body. 6'5", about 230. I don't know if he's lost or gained, but that's what he was. So,
wow.
And we've developed a really good friendship. We played club together for the past 3 years or so, and got to know each other really well. So I'm glad to have him coming up here as well as all the other guys. So yeah.
He's the guy that I'm like screaming like, okay, he's the one you're not talking about.
Exactly. He's the dark horse.
Fantastic.
He's the dark horse.
He's
Nobody's gonna know him, and he's gonna come out and shock the world.
BYU basketball signee Payton Dastrup on BYU Sports Nation. We have
Speaking
a
of
tradition.
signing.
I'm guessing because you've watched the show and you're familiar, you know
I am.
what you're supposed to do right now.
I am.
Give us your autograph.
So,
Add to it.
you're Herbie Hancock.
Yeah.
Exactly. Tommy boy.
I got you guys.
Tommy boy.
You are a devoted fan, and we
Yes, sir.
welcome you, Payton.
Let's give you mission karma.
Yes.
Can we do that?
Can we give BYU? Yes. BYU Sports Nation karma now transferred to Payton
May you
Dastrup
baptize thousands.
for his mission. You have a presence on Twitter, so everyone go follow Payton Dastrup on
At
Twitter.
P. Dastrup.
Yep. Happy Dastrup.
And I'm guessing when you signed to play at BYU, you were flooded with tweets.
I'd assume so. I mean, it was funny because when I committed to Ohio State, I was at about 990 followers, and I dropped to like 970.
Okay.
And I was getting stuff stuff from Ohio State, stuff from newspapers, and then after I decommitted, nobody knew until I signed. So I decommitted and called Coach Pope and Coach Lacombe and Coach Rose, who were in Palo Alto the day before they played Stanford, and I was like, hey, I'm switching my mind. Let's do this. So they kept it on the DL, and then once I signed on Wednesday, it went crazy. I gained like 400 followers or something like that in 12 hours. But not that that's all important, stuff like that. I mean, it's great to be a part of the BYU program and great to have the following that we do. So I'm just excited.